What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Ro 206 here, as always, with the Keymaster 84.
Holla holla, what it is?
You know, I always gotta wait for you to say that. Anyways, guys, it is another wonderful episode of TBD Live, your gaming talk banter episode, episodic, idiotic. I don't know. It's our banter talk show. This week, guys, we are going to be talking a little bit about Nintendo. Also hitting on. I might want to turn the settings sounds down because it is really loud. There we go. Hitting on Nintendo, also talking about some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds competitors that are trying to jump in the ring or just drink the Kool-Aid, and also about a very famous streamer pretty much ending his career, or seemingly ending his career. On,
Dive bombing it, that's for sure.
Okay, tell me when to jump. So we haven't done TBD in a couple weeks. Ready?
Jump.
Sorry, guys. Gonna also concentrate on trying to play this game. We are playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds duos. As you know, the number one most popular game in the world right now.
Hands down.
Oh, it took that title really quick too.
Yeah, it's not letting go either. It's maintaining pretty good. But you know who's hitting hard right now? Nintendo.
Oh, dude.
Them guys.
Yeah, they definitely are coming back with a vengeance. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch my little quick vlog I posted this week on our channel, yeah, it's all about Nintendo and how they are making a very, very, very strong case for leading. I don't know how you. Not really developer, leading
Console
maker. Yeah, leading company out of the big three: Nintendo, PlayStation, and Microsoft or Xbox. As you guys all know, or if you have been living under a rock for the last 6 months to a year, Nintendo Switch has dropped, and well, let's just say it's been very well received. I got fingerless gloves. We're winning this match.
Excellent.
Little inside joke, guys. If we find fingerless gloves, it's pretty much we're gonna rank top 5. So, anyway, Nintendo Switch has literally brought Nintendo out of the proverbial trash can and really brought a lot of insight to bringing Nintendo back to its former glory. I am a proud owner of a Nintendo Switch.
Launch.
Yeah, I was one of the crazies that went and got it. Yeah, I was one of the crazies that went and got it on. What do you mean, not enough space? Went and got it on launch weekend. I'm very excited about my Nintendo Switch. I play it all the time. I'm having a hard time right now. What is my issue? Oh, there we go. Backpack. That was my issue. Backpack.
We're playing games, that's right.
Yeah, we're trying to play games. Holy crap, dude! I got guns up the bootay over here.
Oh, really? I got a Scar. And
I got AKM and M14, M46.
Oh, you got the M4, huh?
Yes, and I got 3 bullet loops for some reason. I don't need those anymore. What else do I need? Anything else I need this here? Okay. So, long story short, when the Switch was announced at all the gaming conferences last year, everybody kind of was very tentative about what it was going to be like having this handheld console, it being mobile, it doing this, it doing that, and the only real complaints people had about it at launch were that it's shortened battery life and that it didn't really have a lot of good titles when it came out. Well, those were both very true. I will not ever combat that. The battery life is exactly as it states. They're about 2 to 2.5 hours. So there was no surprise there. It is exactly as they said it was. So, good on Nintendo for telling the truth. And then, the launch titles. You had Zelda Breath of the Wind at launch, but that was pretty much your main title, with no other big titles at release. since then, they have really picked up their game with what do they call it? Console exclusive game Arms.
Arms is a huge one.
Arms is a huge hit for them. That's one of the games they want to make a perennial title for their system, and also Splatoon 2 has come out since then. I'm a big fan of that series. I played it on the Wii U. I mean, it's pretty much lived up to everything it's supposed to be. And then we're right on the cusp of Mario versus... Or no, I don't want that. Damn it.
I'll tell you what I want, and it's not that.
No, I don't want the crossroads instead of the XDM with the 2x scope.
Wish I had an optics. That'd be nice.
I got a red dot if you want it.
Oh, I have that.
Okay. But Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom, which will be the first Mario game out for the Switch so far. So that's going to be a huge title. It's a co-op between... who does Rabbids again?
Ubisoft. Hey,
Ubisoft.
Hey. Level 2 vest. How's over here?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, Ubisoft does Mario Rabbids. And when they made an announcement, I thought that was huge. Like, I'm like, dude, Mario versus Rabbids? What? Like, come on, man. Like, that's not even fair. That's not even fair competition.
Where's the vest at? I didn't see the vest.
Oh, you went to the wrong house, that's why.
Oh, okay, well, I'm moving this house first then.
Okay. But yeah, I thought that was a huge announcement when they made that. I'm like, dude.
And since, the original game, so we got Mario Odyssey still to come out, which is going to be the big Mario game for the Switch. Mm-hmm. Everybody's waiting on that one. But on top of that, we've now had released time frames for Skyrim. We've had we've had announcements of cross-platform for Rocket League and Minecraft on the Switch, which is huge because, well, hello, it's a mobile game. As long as you have a freaking internet connection, you can pretty much play your online games anywhere. So,
which can be just a Wi-Fi connection. I mean, on top of it.
And that's what I do. I use the Wi-Fi connection to play at work. Pretty much on a regular basis. I don't want you. Do you want a holographic site?
No, I'm good. I've already passed that up.
Right, dumping it. Well, I had one on me as well. But with Mario Odyssey, not only that, you got the announcement of a standalone Pokemon adventure game, which is going to be coming out probably 2018. And then you also have the talk of what was the other one? Pokemon Tekken Tournament, or Pokken Tournament XD is now available on the Switch, which was a big one. That's the Pokemon fighting game where you train your Pokemon and pretty much battle in an arena with them. But also, they are also starting to link the new 3DS with the Switch. So, games on the new 3DS can cross-platform with the Switch, vice versa. They did something similar with, I think it was the Game Boy Advance SP, with the GameCube. So that was a big move for them. You had to have a peripheral to do that, but it worked. There was a car back there. Did you want the car?
No.
I haven't even checked. Are we even in circle?
Oh yeah, we're like right in the middle.
But lo and behold, true to Nintendo standards, the console's been in very short supply since the game came out. That's similar to how they did with the Wii, similar to what they did with the Wii U. But they have guaranteed that they will be releasing more models out for this upcoming holiday season, up into the holiday season. So you're not going to really have to worry about trying to get your hands on one for double the price on eBay or Craigslist or OfferUp or whatever other, form of
secondary market sites.
Yeah, what you said. Secondary market sites. And you're going to be able to get it for retail. So, but also another thing that is throwing Nintendo into the forefront in all these games and everything is that they did the release of the NES Classic, the mini, the
They're
short
bringing
run.
it back.
There's the short run. They're going to be bringing that back for another limited print run, but also they're releasing the Super Nintendo Classic, which next Friday on the 29th, me and the Keymaster will be gladly going to hunt for one.
Hell
So,
yeah.
we actually took our birthday days off and decided to go hunting for a mini console. So that'll be a fun birthday. Look out for some vlogs on that. Should be a fun day. But those two things have just generated such a Nintendo buzz, and the Switch has already been doing a lot of that. So, there's nothing. I don't think Nintendo can do any wrong right now.
Hopefully the third one.
As far as putting their name out there for front runner for most popular system this year. Oh my god, I didn't think that was you for a second.
Don't shoot me.
I was like, but
We
anyway,
need to find more stuff. We don't have any gear.
I got little to no gear.
I know.
I mean, I got
those
guns,
houses.
but I got really no bullets, and I got one med kit. That's pretty much what I got.
I thought those houses would yield a little bit more.
What about out to the right?
Yeah. I marked it on the map, you say. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been really impressed with Nintendo this year. I mean, they killed it at E3 with all their announcements, and then just everything they've been doing this year. They realized that people still wanted to buy Nintendo classics, like NES classics. They're like, okay, people, look at y'all, what you all want. Don't panic.
Yeah. But they're
Pop
always
gotcha.
They always play the supply and demand card, like they always do, and I think it works in their favor. But people kind of expect it now, so it generates that buzz for release. That hey, if we don't get there and get our shit now, we're gonna have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months before they release another batch.
Yes. And that is something that, I mean, as console developers, you have that advantage. That is one thing that you have, is you have that advantage of, well, you guys do it on our schedule. Suck it up.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Too sad, so bad.
And with the Switch coming through with such flying colors, like no one could have expected that it was going to do as well, because the Wii U, I mean, to be honest, the Wii U did kind of flop. I feel like they just threw the Wii U out there after the glory days of the Wii were over. They kind of they just hoped that it was going to, here, have this giant gamepad that has a HD screen on it. But yet, every game that you put out for it didn't really utilize it. We got a.
Are you satisfied?
There's a Thompson right here if you want it.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Alright, me neither.
I have a Scar and SKS.
Oh snap! Scar in the SKS.
I just need optics.
Took a little of this. I could use a little more ammo. That's fucking for sure.
There's a Vector over here.
Not really. I got the guns I want, unless you find me an up.
Okay. But yeah, guys. So I mean, that's our thing on Nintendo, and I think Nintendo's really doing it right. Honestly, I think they picked the right time to charge. I think they picked the right time to press all the right buttons, and yeah.
Well, they definitely were on a proverbial sliding scale. Like they were. I mean, there was talks of Nintendo being close to bankruptcy, until the CEO of the company took a pay cut to pay his workers and fund his games.
Hey.
You got to do what you got to do, and I think it really paid off for him. So,
Yeah, I think it paid off huge for him.
Big ups to Nintendo for making a charge back at the games.
There's a level 2 guys in this house.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, There's been a lot of big people making strong pushes this year. I mean, because you also have like PUBG that we're playing right
You
now.
want the Mini 14?
Mini 14.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's right.
I'll trade you the Mini 14 for the SKS. You want the SKS?
What ammo is the SKS stick?
716.
Okay, I'll take the Mini. Yeah, I'll take the Mini. I'll take your SKS.
Okay.
I'm dropping the M4 one.
I just dropped that. I dropped some ammo.
You could take all that 5.56.
Oh, it's already gone, friend. Hell yeah, I'll take that mini beast.
Is that everything? We got everything there?
But yeah, I mean, like PUBG this year is another surprise winner.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even the guy whose name is on the game. I mean, he expected to do all right after a few months. Not like it is though. Like,
Well, I mean, what it took it. I mean, it's technically still in beta. Like
it's early release.
Yeah. So it's not even a full-fledged game yet. You know, they're still patching and fixing and constantly updating. You know, it's not nearly close to its final form. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's even said, he goes, yeah, we won't even make the game, quote unquote, finished. Oh, dude, I got that 8x scope.
Get it, baby. Put that on that
I got that 8x scope, son.
But in talks of PlayerUnknown Battleground, there's been a couple of different manufacturers out to stake claim on the fame. And Keymaster read about a company pretty much making a bigger version of PlayerUnknown Battleground.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds on steroids.
Yeah, PlayerUnknown Battleground XL, we'll call it.
Yeah, it's called Project X right now. It's a studio called Automaton. Right. Automaton. I don't know. Anyways, but they so they said, oh, you guys have 50 players, 100 players, or you guys have teams of 2 for 100 players. That's cute. That's cute. So okay, we'll see your 100, and watch out, Circle's about to get you. We'll see your 100, and we will raise you 300 to 400 people on the game at one time.
Get me out.
On one map. Which is absolutely insane to me. Like, I was first reading about it, I'm like, that could be cool. And then I started thinking about it more, and I'm like, no, because then they're also talking about how, like, oh, well, the map's going to be, like 4 times bigger than what PUBG is right now. And I'm like,
oh, dude,
we gotta get moving. I'm good on that noise.
Right.
No, it's like, yeah, that sounds cool. It's like you have to play on it. It's like, yeah, there's gonna be 400 people in the map, but it's like, how long is that game gonna be? Like, PUBG, if you make it to like the top 3,
you're looking at 30 minutes.
It's a 30-minute game. There's only 100 people. Yeah. So how long is it? 400 people.
We gotta think it's probably gonna be like Hunger Games right off the bat. You're probably gonna lose at least a third of those players first 2 minutes.
True. But like, I mean, we see it all the time in this. Like, how many times are people just camping out?
Right.
And it's just like, it's easy to do on this size of a map. Granted, there's only 100 people, but still, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a recipe for games taking way too freaking long, in my opinion.
I mean, that's kind of what veered me away from playing League of Legends so much, is that minimum you're talking a 45-minute game.
Yeah, I mean, and then so server's like, yeah, but you're playing PUBG, it's a half-hour game, and I'm like, yeah, but it's a half-hour game of like doing crap. Right. It's not just like a half-hour game of nothing.
Right.
It's like League of Legends, like it's always going, so that's what keeps people interested. But like, I don't know, like playing this for an hour, I don't know, like one game for an hour, I didn't know if I could do it.
definitely like to fit in more than one game per hour.
Yeah, like I'm a big fan of like 2 to 3 games per hour in this style of a game.
Are we gonna make it?
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Come on, let's go. Let's fucking do it. It's on our way anyway.
It's on our way anyways, he says.
But to further that point, there's also a game that was already produced that did a patch to make itself just like PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Yes.
I'm talking about Fortnite. Fortnite just released a
Game.
battle royale themed game mode that literally is like the Keymaster said, a copy and paste version of PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, they definitely.
There's gonna be some people after this one.
Oh yeah, I bet. But yeah, no, I mean, in Fortnite, I mean, give them props for doing what they do. I mean, I can't knock them. I mean, when everybody, when Halo was king, everybody was trying to copy Halo.
True.
I mean, so what's what's the difference? To be honest, nothing. Nothing's the difference between the two situations. It's the same situation. I mean.
There's a buggy right there too.
And I just want to make it in a circle.
Is the
I just want to make it in a circle.
Blue coming in on us?
Yeah. I'm gonna go for it.
I know. I'm checking these buildings real quick. You got the A-time scope. Check the top floor of those buildings.
Nobody.
Go. I got your back.
I'm going, man. Oh, it's in circle even. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Was that you throwing smoke?
Open it. No.
Shit.
I assumed it was you.
It's not me.
Oh, nothing else in there. Backtrack a little bit. Watch out for the top of this hill. But yeah, no, so I mean, there's a lot of games right now that are trying to...
Getting shot. Trying to make it up the hill.
From where?
Behind me. I was getting shot from behind. I think that smoke came from those houses. I got him met up.
Oh yeah, I see. Screw it. Leave him. No point in fighting that.
I could really use some more meds right now.
Oh, I have no meds. I have boosters. That's it.
Yeah.
And we have people fighting.
Left. Just go.
But yeah, so I mean, it's what happens when you're number one. I mean,
and became number one so fast too. I mean,
yeah, you're talking like what this game was put on early access. I think back in March.
Yeah, so we're talking 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking March, April, May,
June, July, August. Okay, 6 months, 7 months. Yeah.
6 to 8 months, we'll say. Okay,
so less than a year, you have overtaken some of the biggest games in the world. We got a car moving up to our northeast.
I mean, shoot, they even have more people playing PUB now than Dota.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Like, there are more people currently playing PUB than are playing Dota.
That's crazy.
Like, that's what's crazy to me is like you literally have more people than probably one of the top 3 biggest games in the world.
Well, didn't they overtake CSGO too?
Oh, they overtook CSGO a while ago. Yeah. CSGO's concurrent isn't as big as people like to think it is. I mean, it has a loyal following, but that's about it. But I mean, and that's what's crazy about it is like you got huge overnight.
Yeah.
When you really break it down, PlayerUnknown's Battleground's got huge overnight, and it's amazing, honestly, to see where they've come. Sorry, look behind us, watch in front of us. I'm just trying to see if anybody's
go up to the ridge here.
lagging behind here. Oh yeah, there's one. He's right behind us. He's at like R210. You have to met up and hide him twice. Circle's not that far. Two guys.
Yep, two to the left. South, direct south.
You behind that tree.
Got him once.
Nice. Dude, what? You got me. You got me right in the face. You got me right in the face. You guys come heal me up, bro. I'm about to med here real fast. I don't know how he's still alive.
I don't know. They're gonna have to make it into the circle somehow. They went further southeast, east. You lost your helmet too, so be careful.
Oh yeah, I shot my helmet clean off. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, and you know, and that's what's crazy. I mean, that and you had the backing, and this is where I think like everyone's like, oh, everybody's gonna go start playing this new game. Like, no, they're not. Like the reason PUBG got so big is because of the community. It's because of the community. It's the same reason Halo got so big. It's the same reason, you know, a lot of these games get so big is the community. It's not just the game.
Right.
I mean, you know, the game plays a major role, but it's not the end all be all. You know, like you have to have a community around you who's willing to live stream your game, who's willing to, you know, put videos up constantly on a daily.
Well,
you're talking
to kind of progress this episode forward, to hit on the live stream thing. A big popular live streamer is kind of taking a lot of heat right now. Direct East 105.
I can't see him. Trees in my way.
We got suppressed shots coming from our right.
Guide our southeast. He's in the blue. Poor guy. Anyways, but yeah, no, he's in deep water. Some of you guys may have heard of him. He's a little small town guy called PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
I mean,
he got caught live streaming saying some very, very bad words
while playing this very game.
Oh shit! Behind us! Behind us!
Behind us?
I'm down. I don't know how. I'm down.
Oh damn! You got me quick.
Damn it!
Got me real fast. Top 10 though.
Top 10. Told you. We gotta figure this out. Top 10 all the time. But yeah, guys. So PewDiePie, who is probably one of the top 5 most famous streamers and YouTubers, got caught live streaming PUBG, saying some very racist things about African American people.
Well, he dropped the N-word one time.
Yeah, but that's all it takes is one time.
That's true. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, you know, it's not like he went like on a huge rant.
Yeah.
But I mean, and this is literally what 2-3 months after his last comment that he made about Jews.
Yep.
I mean,
talk about jumping off the deep end. I mean, you go from being endorsed and followed by thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, being endorsed by huge companies, being partners with Twitch, being partners with YouTube, being partners with whoever, to now starting to lose all this stuff. Endorsers are backing out.
Go all the way down here.
Your viewership is falling drastically. YouTube is putting a stab at all your videos. Twitch has banned you from streaming. So pretty much he's watching all this money just go poof.
I mean, you have like not even the company, not even Bluehole, but like Campo Santo, the people who made Firewatch, they straight came after him. He had to take down all of his Firewatch videos.
Yep.
You know, I mean, people are like, they're not like,
They don't want to be associated with him.
They just don't want anything, like, even if it was just him playing your game. They're like, no, we don't even want your name attached to us.
Why don't
Like,
you
sorry,
just
bro.
go play that by yourself without
You know?
streaming it?
Yeah. And I don't blame them. Like,
Nope, not at all.
I mean, I totally get it. You know, it's like, if I was running a business, I'd have to be in the same boat as they are. You know? I just don't understand why. You know, and everybody's like, oh, you know, he can do whatever he wants. You know, he's that big. It's
No,
like, no, he
no.
can't.
Okay,
I mean, we as video game content creators are afforded a luxury in the fact that at any time they can the like Bluehole can literally say tomorrow, unless we give you express written permission, you can no longer record videos or stream our video game.
right.
They can say that tomorrow, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Nope.
I mean,
Not
like
good.
Nintendo. To go back to Nintendo, if you want to stream or put up YouTube videos of their games, you automatically lose 30% just by posting the video because that 30% goes to Nintendo.
Jeez,
So if you make $1, you're giving Nintendo 30 cents.
that's crazy, dude.
You know, so it's like that's what it's like, and they have all the control. They can simply say yes or no to you being allowed to do anything with your game.
Right.
And it's just like we are for luxury, and a lot of people are trying to, they're siding on either side of the debate of, oh, is it, did he make a mistake? Was it on purpose? Is it really that big a deal? You hear this stuff all the time in online play, and it's like, if he wasn't who he is, yes, it'd be whatever it is. If it was just if you were just on a Friday night like we are, playing your Call of Duty, and someone said that, whatever, nothing's gonna come of it. But he is the face of YouTube, period. Not YouTube gaming, not YouTube vlogging, not YouTube beauty, YouTube, period.
Yeah.
You have your number one star going around and saying that kind of stuff. It's not going to bode well.
No, not at all. And I mean, look at Tiger Woods when he was going through all this stuff with his wife. You're talking about the most popular golfer ever in the entire history of golf. We're talking multiple major championships. We're talking millions upon millions upon millions of dollars of endorsements with Nike and other golf companies, car companies, food companies. I mean,
watches,
everything. And then all of a sudden he's found to be some sex addict or whatever you want to call it, cheated on his wife 45 times or whatever it was. And instantly Nike drops. Boom. Nike's gone. Boom, your Coca-Cola commercials are taken away. Boom, you're off Pepsi. Boom, you don't golf. You're not winning championships anymore. And then come to find out, he's just a mediocre golfer now. Like, for some reason, all of a sudden, the star of the PGA turns into just this run-of-the-mill, middle-of-the-pack golfer. And now he doesn't golf anymore at all. Like, I don't think he's been in a tournament for over a year now.
No, I mean, and that's literally where I see this going.
He's gonna fade to black. He's gonna fade to black, and we're not gonna hear about PewDiePie anymore.
Yeah, and then someone else is going to step in, if anybody can.
And there's always going to be someone to step in, though. I mean, I think in this space, in this genre of business, there's always another person to watch. Regardless if it's not PewDiePie, for some reason his however many million subscribers on YouTube, you got to think all of those people that subscribe to him are subscribed to somebody else too.
Well, like Markiplier. Markiplier could easily step in. He could easily step into that role.
He's the one most. He just voted by Forbes magazine the most influential gaming YouTube personality. So why not? Why not? Tom Syndicate.
Yeah, I mean that guy. And he'd be He's had a little bit of problems in the past.
No, but he's real though. Like he's just like PewDiePie. He's super real. Like he's just
true.
People like PewDiePie because PewDiePie was real. He's just your average Joe guy who just played video games, and and videoed himself doing it. So But that's pretty much going to do it for this episode of TBD, guys. Don't want to kill it too long or too short, but just right for our first TBD back in a couple of weeks. If you guys have any subjects you'd like us to talk about, any topics you want us to hit, don't forget to hit us on the comment box below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell if you want to be notified every time we post a video. Any last words there, Keymaster?
Always grab the pan.
Always grab the pan. Always grab it. And don't forget to reload your secondary gun.
Yeah, that's another big tip.
Look out for some more videos from us coming up, guys. This TBD Live will be going up live here soon. And yeah, as always, we play games to make gains.
The haters gonna hate.
Hey, we'll see you guys on the next video.
Peace.
Peace.